Hey everybody, welcome to a Saturday afternoon edition of Keith's Reviews. Really blustery, been raining day. The shelter I'm in has tarps on three sides, so you're going to hear the tarps that are blowing in the wind. We got a really strong wind out of the southwest, but it's close to 60, might get into the lower 60s today, so I figured I better get out one time more because the wind, I guess, is supposed to change back out of the northwest, and tonight we're supposed to have thunder and lightning and some really nasty storms, which is unusual for November, but it happens occasionally. So today I'm going to do one I actually hadn't planned on doing because I've done it the last 2 years, but since I'm starting in on some fall and winter seasonals, I'm going to do the Schlafly pumpkin ale. One more year. It's one of my favorites. No secret about that. I have not had the pumpkin, so I've got nothing to compare it to, but I've seen a couple side-by-side reviews with this and pumpkin, and this one won both of them handily, so I know it's definitely the best pumpkin beer I've had. So without any further ado, let me read a little bit from the website. It says, our pumpkin ale blends the spices of the harvest with full-bodied sweetness for a beer that tastes like pumpkin pie. Pounds of pumpkin form a malty foundation that supports the fall flavors of cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. 8%. There's more. I'll post it down below. I gotta apologize too. Some of you people I'm going to be able to reply to on your comments, because there's actually a reply button appeared, but I've noticed several of them. I think the ones that come from Google Plus don't have a reply button, and I'm not going to go to Google Plus and reply. I'm having trouble figuring that out. So anyway, it's 8% ABV, 16 IBUs. I've had a couple already. I bought a couple 6-packs, so a little bit of smoke. You're going to hear some tarps flapping. The shelter I'm in has tarps on three sides, blocking most of the wind from the direction the wind is blowing. So, but the tarps are flapping pretty good, so you're going to hear that noise occasionally. But we got a dark copper, almost reddish color to it. Bunch of carbonation streaming up. Got maybe a pinky of a thin, creamy head. I didn't pour it too aggressively, so let's get a nose on it. Oh yeah, it's as good as I remember. I mean, this smells like a pumpkin pie. Cinnamon, nutmeg, maybe just a hint of red apple. I'm not getting quite the breadiness that I seem to recall, but the kind of crusty type bread notes that I seem to recall. But yeah, the pumpkin's in there, but it's primarily the spices, the cinnamon and nutmeg forward. Maybe just a hint of vanilla in there. Just a really nice smelling pumpkin beer. Not one of my favorite styles, but I do like this one, so let me get a taste. Oh yeah. Lots of pumpkin, nutmeg, the other spices, cinnamon. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. No real bitterness, just kind of a lingering spice. Got a little clove in there, cinnamon, nutmeg, just everything maybe even a little ginger, everything you expect in a pumpkin pie. 8% ABV. You don't even taste it. Don't even feel it. Yeah, it's just peppery. Got some ginger, clove, cinnamon, a caramel malt. Like I said, I'm really not getting those bready notes that I remember before. That reminds me of a pumpkin crust, pie crust. But wow, good tasting beer. The flavor kind of changes mid-palate. You still get tons of spices, but it's almost more dessert-like in the finish. It's a medium, moderate body, smooth and flavorful, without being too sweet. The carbonation, what appeared to be a lot, is not really that much. Got just a little bit of a sticky residue left on the tongue, but that's that dessert-like finish. So let me sit. I will sip on this a while. I'll come back after a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It hadn't been too long. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this beer. This is as good as I remember it. Start out with those spices, and about mid-palate it changes. Ends with a nice aftertaste of that creamy pumpkin sweetness. But you got everything that's in a pie. I mean, if you want pumpkin pie in a glass, this is the one to try. Excellent beer. The best pumpkin ale that I've ever had. And like I said, I'm not a super fan of pumpkin ales. I would like to try the pumpkin sometime to compare the two, but can't get it here. So anybody want to send me one, I'd appreciate it. And I will reply to the comments I can to, the ones that I can, the ones that have reply buttons to them. But some of the comments don't even have a reply button, so I don't know. I can't reply individually, but I'll do what I can. So I'm going to give this year's edition of the Schlafly Pumpkin Ale, and I'm not sure, I can't even remember what I gave it before, but I'm sure it's about the same. Good solid 9.5 out of 10 for me. Excellent pumpkin beer. So till next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.